Good evening. Good evening, boys and ghouls. I've had a song stuck in my head for days, and I have no idea what it is or how to get it out. Ooh, I don't know if this game is actually spooky. It's definitely, you know, vampire, but also legit. I've had a song stuck in my head for days, and I don't know what the song is or any of the words. That's the weird one. I don't know any of the words, so I can't like Google the words and eventually like find the lyrics for it and then find the song, and then like I can't. All I know is the rhythm, and that's it. And so I'm just like, so I don't know. Maybe it'll get identified, or I'll just like hear it again at some point, because it's like na 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 na. Like it's like that. For some reason, it's stuck. It's just like it's stuck in my head. This game has consequences, apparently. We have a new game. I'm using controller. I'm assuming it's a game that like would want a controller. I don't know if my CPU is good enough to both stream it and play it at max, but we'll see. I think everything's fine. Let's just go. Character progression is faster if you kill citizens. Combat difficulty is linked to the number of citizens you kill. Okay, or your powers of vampire is tied to the citizens you choose to embrace. Enemies are harder to kill and have harder experience points rewarded by killing enemies. Combat are reduced. You will not be able to change. Okay. I don't know how good the... Is this just gonna make it grindy and annoying? Faster if you kill citizens. Powers tied to the citizens you choose to embrace. It's intriguing. It's an intriguing distinction. Because it's like, it seems like in normal you could just kill people to get stronger, but then the enemies also get a lot stronger. Whereas if you go with minimal kill, you'll get minimal resistance. Whereas with this, the more thralls you have, the more powerful you are. And enemies just hit harder in general. There's no reward for finishing this mode without killing any citizens. You know what, let's just... I usually go for... not the hardest, but hard. And this is technically the hardest, but like, I guess you could play it. Like if I tried killing no one, that would be hardest. Let's just do it. We're doing hard mode. I'm adding the tag. Hard.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
I mean, none of those were untrue.
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars.
Oh, we're getting there anyway.
So wrong.
SpaceX and all that.
Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss.
That's probably true, but I think I'd still be down for it.
Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
I feel like if I was immortal, I would eventually devolve into like a some sort of drama monger. Because it's like I'll have done everything else, so now I'm just gonna mess with people. I feel like that's what would eventually happen to me. Although, witnessing the evolution of technology, I feel like you would still have new things to like enjoy. I think the best immortal setup would be you don't die from old age or disease or anything like that, but you can still physically die. Like, you can still be physically killed. And so... I'm not tabbed in the game. There you go. So, like... Obviously, I'm supposed to follow the blood. I'm just gonna follow the blood. If I can't walk normally, I'm gonna go where the game tells me to. So, like, you could, like... fall off a mountain or get hit by a car. Although that would kind of suck, too. If you're immortal, you just have it taken away because you get hit by a car. Or, like, you're in a crashing plane or something.
Thirsty. So thirsty.
Okay, I'm gonna amend it slightly. So you can die via like a certain set of conditions or like a ritual or something.
What have you done?
So that like if you have been immortal and alive for like thousands and thousands of years, and you're like, you know what, I've seen and done everything, I'm done. You still have the option.
Please, hold on.
That is a story we see more. I almost feel like more often than not with immortal creatures. As though just like I've been alive too long. I don't wanna. And it just becomes torturous because life's sweet pleasures are no longer pleasurable. Because it's just the same thing.
It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
I know very little about this game, by the way. I saw bits and pieces when it first came out.
These patrols are after me. No, no, don't shoot.
Like, I know you're supposed to be like a doctor,
This is a nightmare.
and that like you can choose to like
I need to get
sire
out of
certain
here.
people. That's about it. That's all. That's about all I know. I didn't watch a ton of it on Twitch. For some reason I thought maybe I can jump up there, but nope.
This can't be happening. No, please,
Yeah.
stop. I mean you no harm. What's going on?
Do I have a sprint? Oh, I can lock on.
Oh, Mary,
Oh, I do have a sprint.
what have I done? What's all this about?
Has it fled? Shit, where'd it go?
Now, I can defend myself.
Kill that thing!
Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
Alright.
Who are you? Stupid beast!
Stand! Finish.
Sorry.
I mean, the game's running well, so that's nice. It's like the recommended CPU was like more powerful than what I have, and I was like,
No, please, stop!
what did you just throw? My stamina. My stamina.
Who are you?
It's one of them vermin!
What do you want? I mean you no harm. I need help.
Die, you fucking leech!
Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this.
Shut up, beast!
Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's
That'll do the rest of the job.
Just leave me. The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone.
Aggravated damage lowers max health. Okay.
I need to find somewhere to hide.
Where are the I think it's those words where. Oh, God damn it. Oh, it was fire.
I need to find shelter. It's locked, all right. Is anybody there? What is this place?
I notice this a lot in
Place
games. It
seems-
always reminds me of really, really old cartoons, like
should
the
be safe
Flintstones
enough
and
here.
like Looney Tunes old, where like the environment always looks like detail and has its look, but then the one thing that moves, the thing that you interact and move, is always brighter than everything. Like, you know, like in the Flintstones, it'll be like the part of the body that's moving will have like, it'll be like clear, bright flesh tone, and then the parts that aren't moving are a little bit darker in the frame, because they were like, that part was a still, because they're like, it's an old cartoon. They're not animating the entire thing. And I feel like games do that too, and I don't know why. Especially in that scenario, because it's like the cutscene moved it, I didn't. But anyways, father and son. Leeches. I'm gonna do this voice. Leeches do not fear the sun or fire, and they do not burst into flames or ashes when they are caught under rays of daylight. But it hurts them good, really good. I have personally chained a vampire to a tree to see what would happen when the sun rises. Its skin blackened in a few minutes as if it was burning from the inside. Its eyes and flesh melted, and I saw its unholy bones move and squeal as the beast tried to escape all day long. In the end, only a desiccated corpse remained, which started to slowly regenerate when the sun disappeared behind the horizon. I cut its head off to finally destroy it, and when I tried the same test with fire, the bloody leech never came back from the ashes. Fire is our weapon of choice, brothers. To burn the beast is the best way to kill it for good. From Know Your Enemies by Carl Eldritch. Pre-win leader. Is that pre-win? Pre-win? Pri-win? Who knows? I'm weak to fire. Shillings! Was shillings like a thing? Like a specific, like, do they still say shillings? I feel like the word shillings is not said anymore. Was it just a word, or did it actually denote a specific, like, make of the currency?
Brother, what have you done?
There's also, like, I think toppins?
Mary!
That might have been American. No, that was English.
Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
To us? I mean, slightly delusional, but okay. I'm just gonna check this door first.
I can almost feel the sun's rays like a physical weight pressing against the wood.
It's stuck in my head.
Wait, this one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
Why were they called Undertaker? Like an Undertaker, that was just like a job, right? It was basically a mortician, right? Why was it called Undertaker? Like morticians kind of has like a linguistic link to like the dead.
12 dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown of stone, that she might linger longer, her eyes as white as milk.
Who goes there?
A prayer for the summoned by warring song. A child born from darkness must accept of his power.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
Shilling.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
You didn't miss that much, like 10 minutes maybe.
No.
Unless you're trying to say I missed a
it
loot.
never got easy.
I'm probably gonna miss loot at some point. So. Used revolver. Bloody diary. 15th October. Bad sleep. Becky coughed all night, and the fever made her delirious. I heard a loud noise in the morning. It's a big machine some men brought by the banks to dig a big hole in the ground. It was some sort of mechanical shovel. Maybe I could go there and ask for some work. Becky needs medicine. I talked to the men with the mechanical shovel. They told me they are digging mass graves all around London. Safety measures, apparently. Is there a new epidemic? Is the flu coming back? They had no work for me. Becky slept a little last night. The foundry has been closed, and there are no more jobs nearby. I went to London to find some groceries and drugs. No trains. Took me the whole day to cross the Thames and come back. Becky seemed better. I made a soup she ate. I found no drugs, only a few syringes and some sleeping pills on the black market. We have no money left. Maybe I could go to the Pembroke Hospital tomorrow, but it's so far and I fear leaving my wife for so long. Becky threw up the meal a few hours after she ate. She is so frail now it makes me cry. She says she hears voices outside at night. She says she wants to eat meat. Where would I find meat? Tomorrow I'll barricade the house to protect us from looters. The men with the mechanical shovel have stopped digging the mass grave. I heard shouts last night as if they were attacked. Now there are only a few boats throwing bodies day and night into the giant hole. The smell is terrible. We should have left this house a week ago, but Becky, she refuses to leave. She'd rather die, she said with a nasty smile. Why is she torturing me so? Becky just attacked me. She jumped on me from the stairs and tried to bite me. I had to smack her, but she smacked me back. I went upstairs and locked myself in the bedroom. Now I can hear her crying and mumbling downstairs. I retrieved the gun I hid in the ceiling since the war to protect the house. Now I'm ready to use it to protect myself from my own wife. I could not sleep at all. Becky spent the whole night scratching at the door, asking for my help, begging me to let her in. But I was too afraid to open it. I'm just waiting for her to die now. It would not be long. I pray God will end. Pray God it will end soon. I was so hungry. I tried to go downstairs this morning. Becky was sitting in the armchair by the chimney. She was panting like a dog, looking at me without moving, just following me around the room with her eyes. I pointed the gun at her sore face, but she did not react. I could not pull the trigger. I went back to my room. The house is silent like a tomb. No more noises. Becky is dead now. Forgive me, my love. I was unable to save you. I'll be with you soon enough. Yes, she was a vampire. Oh! Okay, that's definitely where I started. Interesting. Okay. Collectibles. Inventory. Look at my face. Look at my face! Did I see prompt somewhere? Prompt? I got the gun. Oh, okay.
This makes no sense. None of it.
Look at my pupils, dude.
No sense at all.
They're like
It's
pinpoint
a nightmare.
pupils in the dark. I've always found that a little bit freaky to look at, with blue eyes specifically. When you're just like outside, say on like a bright sunny day, and so the pupils are like super tiny, as they are. But then it's just like when they look at you, it's like there's something frightening about that when the eyes are blue.
Rational thinking only.
I pressed the button. Yeah, GG, game over. Let's play some Oxygen Not Included. Remember the chill. I'm constantly trying to chill my base, and it's not. I'm constantly slowly failing.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon, who tames blood in sunlight into a glowing reflection.
Hideout beds allow you to evolve and rest. Spend experience points to level up and improve your vampiric skills. Autophagy. Ooh, healing. You drain your own blood to heal normal and aggravated damage instantly. Okay. I did it. Across level 6. Every benefit XP to unlock an aggressive skill. Ooh. Do I want claws? A blood spear? Or shadow? Cloud will explode after a short time. I feel like I want the shadow mist. At the target's feet or yours. The vampire concentrates shadows around their prey to make them explode after a countdown. This explosion will injure anything in range with needle-like living spears. Vampires often use this ability to wipe out groups of enemies from a distance. They think they can challenge us with their tools, but no one can defeat the shadows. Claws can be cool, yeah, but I have a knife. I can attack from the shadows. From the shadows. Okay, this is the kind of game where you gotta hold for everything.
That voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Get them all, maybe. If I get enough XP, then totally. What is the... Night is here again. I'm in London now, somewhere near the Eastern Docks, I suppose. I don't know this part of time. All I know is that someone is killing people here, murdering them, butchering them, drinking their blood, making them like him. He just wants to be popular. Is this what happened to me? My poor Mary, my poor sister. I must follow the blood trail, find answers maybe. I should start by gathering information about what happened to this place while I was away, then I'll find out who did this to me. Maybe what I am now. Yeah, he's a thirsty boy.
Where is it? It's closed.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here!
Fuck yeah. I'm not gonna be allowed to do that when it's logically relevant.
Oi! Come out, you coward!
That's a cutscene ability if I've ever seen one. I find weapons can be used by pressing Y. They have attacks with special effects and consume stamina. Okay.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End. Go back home.
So why use your stake and inflict stun damage? Stunned enemy can be bitten.
Die, vermin!
Aided by applied to stunned enemy, but enemy provides you with blood to use. Scales and also refills your health gauge.
There's a strength
God damn, that's strong.
I never knew I had.
What's over here though?
It's locked.
Am I ever gonna find anything in all these breakable things? There's something about the camera that feels kind of shitty. I don't know if I can change it. I feel like I can't change it. How does it feel with a mouse? Whatever.
There's one of them! Watch yourselves!
This shouldn't be possible.
Give me your blood. It's just a sack full of pennies to me. Oh, I was hoping to get both.
Fiber of my being is afire.
Oh, he's like, I can't reach him.
I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
There's no like loot or anything. Oh, hello. God, that does a lot of damage.
My strength. My reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Shillings? I'm eventually going to give up on these because I've yet to have a single thing come out of a breakable box. District status stable, okay. Join the ranks! Your king and country needs you! Join the British ranks and help the brave lads at the front!
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us. This is despicable.
Yeah, I'd rather eat humans.
It's locked, all right. It's locked. The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it.
Just needed some blood. Thought I saw a pickup prompt.
It's locked, all right.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I just saw the A prompt. I was like, oh, I'll hit that. I am seeing some... I am going to have to turn the video down just a little bit, after all. I am seeing some stuff. I can just go high. Probably view distance. Probably good enough.
What will London have to say to me?
Shilling. I am shilling.
So many questions unanswered.
Welcome to the Limehouse.
Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood. But I can still smell the scent of it.
He's like a doctor. That's like all I know about the game is he does. He either is a no, he is a doctor.
Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
That's about it. Cause I did see the odd.
Fresh blood. The smell is so strong.
I did see the odd thing when the game first came out. I was watching it on Twitch a little bit. All I remember / know is he's a doctor. And he's a vampire. That's it. So I'm essentially blind.
It's locked. I cannot enter.
I do vaguely remember like the occasional like piece of like architecture when I was watching. But it's not like I have any sort of context. Oh right, I have fucking supposed to follow the blood.
Something dire must have come about. Where has everyone gone?
Dr. Acula. That's real. I actually really like that. New hideout. Oh, this crafting. Medical treatments to heal 6 citizens, serums to boost yourself, weapon upgrades to improve and customize your weapons. I don't have any materials for it, but can cure fatigue, anemia, and sepsis. There was a warning at the beginning of this game, was like, don't use any of these recipes to actually try and like cure sick people. I imagine the cures for this are actually relatively accurate, but like not 100%. That's probably why that warning was in there. It's like, yes, some of these things are made for the treatments, but don't use this as a guide. Should I rest now? No. I have it unlocked though.
At last, a little life.
Welcome, sir, to the Turquoise Turtle.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Yeah, I do need a new shirt. What's going on?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
The what?
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Yes. Don't make love too loudly. I have other people to talk to.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of
decent
light
name.
in this dangerous part of town.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
I hear that.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
Alright.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just
Discreet
climb the stairs
questions.
and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. you hear me? This is
God
a
damn it.
respectable establishment.
God damn it.
Thing you cannot see me.
It's almost as if he knew what I was implying. Apparently I can evolve, because it keeps saying rest to evolve. Blood quality. Largely influenced by their health and the number of hints you gather before embracing him or her. Ooh. Oh. All right. He has fatigue. Huh. 30% loss of blood quality. He has no relationships.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit mess. No?
Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom, then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, now all these terrible murders.
Murders?
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog? What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
I wish I could move the camera like slower, so I could do like this sort of cinematic, just be like, just like subtle movement.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah, killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
This is about as slow as I can get it.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, a turquoise turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
My ear is shiny as fuck.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh,
Should get that checked.
well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
You know, they say doctors make the
I'll
worst
leave
patients,
then.
so
Thank you.
I ain't never getting that shiny ear diagnosed. No siree.
Not long ago, this sort of mess would have given me a laugh.
But the sentiment, that sentiment actually applies to basically any professional field.
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Mum.
Where like if you're trying to do something for somebody that they're a professional in, they'll want to like
No place for you.
inject their own knowledge and be like, they won't
Patrol
just
the
do it.
They do not pursue me. But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you? I mean you no harm, saith the vampire. Present yourself. I need a word. With anyone.
That's really cool.
That's something I can do for you.
You don't like how every sentence he says is kind of pain. I mean, yeah, but look at him. He's got a new one life. Doesn't know his own strength.
And who might you be?
You first.
Tell me, who are you?
First, tell me what you want. Then I may tell you.
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
I'm a victim.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
He keeps saying press for details. But like... I don't know why it says pillar. Brotherhood?
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Who are you talking to?
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is
Unsavory?
different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
I'm gonna go with yes.
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster.
There's you
He
know.
is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
Demand answers.
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
I talk to him
I'm
again?
certain we shall meet again.
Okay. So juicy. He's got level 6 pennies.
It's locked, all right. If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight.
I should just run as far.
Someone must know something.
Yeah, there's another pop-up that's like, your decisions actually have consequences. I also went with hard mode, because it said, what did it say? I don't need to pause. It said on normal, it was like, killing citizens
I've never even been to India.
hastens progression, but makes your enemies stronger. But then on hard mode, it said, your abilities as a vampire improve through embracing citizens.
I hope I live long enough.
And embrace
to
was
see
in
them
capital
let the boys
letters.
Get what's coming to them.
And that enemies like hit really hard and stuff. So
There's gotta be something can be done to get out.
here's the thing. I think I can just like
No.
eat people and like destabilize. Because that's one thing. That's one of the few things I remember is that like the various districts will have like a stability, and I can improve or hinder it. And there's like, if I look, like there's a big citizen menu. I assume. I guess there's like 4 communities, and there's a pillar of each community. It's a health status. And like, I could, like if I eat him, I get 2,500 experience. Kind of thing. So, I could just eat everybody. Interrogate locals when you just talk to these guys again.
Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
I mean, these aren't new.
What's going on around here?
You must be new here.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I'll leave you to your bottle then. It's locked.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Hint required. I think you're hiding something.
I think you're hiding something from me.
I hide many things from many people, sir. That's what my job's about.
That's a fair
Goodbye, Mr.
answer.
Watts.
I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
There's gotta be something can be done
Evening,
to get
sir.
out of this.
Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I want the truth.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight, and I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. My God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
I've always wondered how to spell that word. Ooh, a hint. You just discovered a hint that reveals a secret about a citizen or someone related to them. As a vampire, you need human blood to evolve. The blood quality bar indicates the XP you will earn if you feed on this citizen. Unlocked hints increase the amount of XP. Cool.
You again. What can I do for you?
As a vampire, you can force a citizen to reveal information. Thanks to a hint, you have discovered Blue Prompt.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Why lie?
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Who is he?
William. Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. Can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
I think embracing people might be like mind controlling people, making them your slaves. I think it's I turn them into a vampire. It's like siring them.
I need to find him.
That's my guess.
It's a matter of urgency.
Or embrace is just a euphemism for eating them.
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What'd you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Why does it have to be summer? I hate summer.
You cannot see me
It's
now.
too hot in my room.
I'm losing my mind.
Inspect the boats. I don't understand anyone that's like, I love the heat. Maybe I'd like the heat if I lived somewhere dry. Like, not humid. But it's like, you walk outside and you're just wet. Not necessarily from sweat, but you will be sweating.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue.
Britain's working together. Skilled workers in engineering and kindred trades enroll today as war munitions volunteers. Support the men at the front with a plentiful supply of munitions. You will not suffer in wages. Get into the factory line and feed the firing line.
What's been done to me?
See my room when I'm wet. Awkward. Would you like to know more?
Are they stupid or something?
See boats.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
Wounds first.
This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. What's this? Some sort of note.
From G. McCallum, Docks Patrols. Object. Multiple deaths in the docks region. We believe a nasty leech is involved. Locate the beast, purge it, and quickly. Warning, according to recent reports, this vampire is very violent. Approach with extreme caution. I know we lack men in this part of town, but don't send rookies to investigate the case. If I'm correct, we've got a frenzied one killing each night. As always, search abandoned places first, like old houses, basements, sewers, and warehouses. Destroy the leech, brothers. What was that symbol? That's basically a sword. With like the... that like swoopy handguard on the handle. Like a swashbuckler sword. Or P into
They're
a cross. One
company
of
of professional vampire hunters.
vampire hunters.
Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Okay, I'm still getting the occasional frame drop, so... I'm gonna try keeping the texture quality high just because I have tons of VRAM. So. By tons, I mean a lot more than I ever had before, so it should be fine. For me, it's always like shadows and stuff like that, like things that require CPU as opposed to like memory and stuff. I have tons of memory.
It's locked, all right.
What's funny is that fuck, what's it called? Ghost of Tsushima or Tsushima. Is out right now, and it's PS4, and I'm like, man. That was easy. There have been several like PS4 games, like exclusive games that I've wanted to play, but I was like, no, I can't. Like, I can't really afford a PS4. Like, not really. Meanwhile, a year ago, my PC died. I instantly dropped like $1,300 to buy, to buy a new PC. I was like, nope. It was a very clear indication of where my priorities lie. Clearly, I'm a PC gamer at this point. I would like to get a PS5 and stuff when it comes out, but like in the back of my head, I'm like, I could just like, I'm like, most of them are coming to PC anyway. Like, I just gotta wait a few years. Like, it's fine. So, like Horizon Zero Dawn in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Equipment Y for your ranged weapons, inflict both standard and stun damage, and was limited.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Some enemies are more resistant to certain types of damage. It's melee, range, blood, and shadow. Orange indicates medium, red indicates high. So shadow then.
If the man says a bloodsucker's dug in here, you've got one job, and that's to find it. And find it fast. Fair enough.
Kind of like.
But why
I'm so glad I picked that shadow thing. It's so strong. I feel like the whole fact that it has a delay is supposed to like be the drawback, but it's not a drawback at all. They're just like, what's this? And then they die. So.
It's locked.
Why is everything locked?
This is not the place for you, sir.
Oh, he's resistant to shadow.
Are you deaf?
That's okay. Ow! We're gonna stream for the PS5. The PS4 isn't near its death or whatnot, so I'm like, why get a PS5? PS5 with PS4 is
It's
fine.
locked, all right.
I mean, there's always a bit of crossover. There's like a good like year or two, like the first like year or two of a new console. Like the older one is still around. I suspect it'll be that way again, partly because like PS4 Pro, which gave it a bit of a boost, but like newer games, like it's always gonna be better on the PS5. Like. Especially with the jump in, like, hardware, like, from the sounds of it, when they're talking about the new consoles, like, it's gonna be a pretty decent jump. So. Like, I think it's mostly my encoder that's fucking me, because I'm getting encoder overloaded, which I can't really change. I can't really update that midstream. I am going to turn it down now so I don't forget. Like, it says apply, but I've noticed that it doesn't actually apply while I'm midstream. So, it'll just be a slightly framey today. So I don't feel like restarting the stream.
I like their screams when you burn them alive.
Leech spotted! Watch out! Lively!
God, I love that. Probably not gonna get it close to launch. Yeah, I probably won't either. I mean, I never even got a PS4. At this point, the games that come to mind that I really want to play are Bloodborne. I think we know my relationship with those kind of games, but yet I still want to play Bloodborne. And Ghost of Tsushima looks really good. But I also know, like, you wait like a year and a half, there's going to be a PS5 version. Either, like, digitally or, like, some sort of quick re-release or remaster thing. New practices, new tactics. I know that some of our companions consider that the best advantage we have in our fight against leeches is that they don't go out during the day. Thus we can hunt them down when they hide, powerless in their sleep. This is a rookie mistake. First, because vampires are clever and they have countless ruses and tricks to avoid being spotted in their den. Second, because they deploy many deadly traps to kill any intruders in what they consider the most precious sanctuary. It would cost us too much men and too much time to explore and eradicate vampires in their hideouts. The best tactic is to follow and destroy them when they really are vulnerable. When they hunt at night. It is much easier to attack them then, for they can easily be spotted. That's why the Guard of Priwen must evolve and deploy new tactics to hunt leeches, small and mobile patrols, tactics based on technological advantages, modern communications. We can learn many things from the war in France, new strategy, new equipment, and new weaponry. Grenades, white phosphorus, ultraviolet light, bulletproof vests, and flamethrower. It is time for the Guard to embrace the 20th century. Isn't Bloodborne available for PC? Not that I know of. I'm pretty sure it's not. It's like this. It's like I've heard it mentioned so many times. It's like, man, I wish Bloodborne was on PC. And like every time it's like, no, it's PS4 exclusive. Just period. Like to this day. So. Oh.
Are you deaf?
How do I,
Did you hear me?
I wanna, like... How do I equip my gun? Ah.
Don't come close. Over there!
Para. A shotgun? Stick with the pistol for now. Rats are often located near hideouts. Okay.
It's locked.
It's starting to get very framey now. I may just restart the stream and just be like, yeah. I need to turn it down.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Oh, it's just a rat. Hello.
Over there!
Give me your shillings. I'll put them to good use. Memory leak? No, encode overloaded CPU, but I will double check. Which I would be surprised if that was an issue right now because of how much memory I have. I'm gonna say no. It's just CPU. Yeah, my CPU is maxed. Well, OBS is taking up like over 50%, so it's definitely an issue. I'm gonna wait till like I want to take a break and then I'll restart the stream, just for ease of YouTube VOD for me. Sorry, YouTube.
Fresh blood.
Enjoy the frames.
Building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
CPU is almost always maxed. That really sucks.
It's locked, all right.
Especially for someone who likes or prefers a laptop, because like it just costs more to have a better laptop, just for the fact that it's a laptop.
I had a drink outside tonight already and it did not quench my thirst. I must have more.
A used scythe? Press Y to use its special ability. The scythe, for instance, can be used to parry on an incoming attack. Yeah, they are convenient. I prefer an actual desktop PC though, so. Main hand. Oh, it takes up both. I guess that makes sense.
Not again. William, please stop.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
Yeah, for me, it's like the convenience of the laptop meant
I can't feel it.
wasn't really gonna come into play, so I was like, no,
This
desktop for me.
creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Oh, that takes a lot. Oh, that takes a lot of stamina. Oh God! Oh. Well, that takes, yeah, that move takes. God, he hits me once. Take permanent damage. Drink him. Oh my God. All right, fuck the stunning and stuff. Yeah, I could have just killed him by now. Could I just do this right now? Maybe it's like at a bench. Interesting. So confused about what the bars are. Well, like red was health, and he's a vampire, so he's drinking my. He's like getting health, stealing my health.
Stop.
The white is like a stun meter.
Let me go.
Oh yeah, there's a person here.
William was an honorable man. I could
Mine?
have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him
The
well.
top one's
another
health, the middle one's
lost
stamina,
soul,
bottom
a
one's
kindred
blood.
spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
And blood is like my ability points. To use
Remember,
things.
certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll
My
take
fold?
good care
Is
of
that
you.
a thing they used to say?
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
Because isn't that how you describe
I
like
just need a moment.
a place where you
If I
keep
can
sheep?
learn
They're
something
called
about what has
sheepfolds.
happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me. This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
With the boat. I guess I can't go up top. It's still very like creepy that he has tiny like
Where are we headed?
summer day
We're on
pupils
our
in the
way to
middle
the
of the night.
Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the
Quite have
administrator of
amnesia.
Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Dr. Dracula.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
At work.
You could also do like Dr. Alucard.
Man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
He had the forethought to bring some clean clothes.
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
He knows something. Yeah, he doesn't quite have, he doesn't like have amnesia. It's more like a blackout of how he got killed and turned into a vampire. Like, he still knows who he is and who he loves and who his family is and all that stuff.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more,
this
Nurse
isn't like a convenient
I bring good news.
convenient twins don't remember anything kind of scenario.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
I mean, it kind of is,
Yes, well,
but
I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton.
so far it
Be
seems
sure
like
to
less
pay attention
bullshit.
to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Character was
and
assaulted by a
Dorothy?
vampire glass
Yes,
and thrown off a
Doctor?
tower.
Dr. Reed
Funny
here
thing
has
is,
just returned from the front. He served King and Country.
my
He'll be
character-
joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That's a nice
That
coat.
is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes.
Blood transfusions. Last session with my D&T character,
Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have.
she turned
We
into a
haven't.
vampire
It's
and then
only
lost her
thanks to Nurse
soul.
Crane and the staff that our ship
Like
doesn't
seconds
sink.
later.
If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea,
Welcome
immediately.
aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. I'm coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
But yeah, we're doing second edition. We're playing through Ravenloft, one of those like well-known famous adventures.
It's locked.
And so, you know, our villain is Strahd, basically Dracula, and we're like basically in Dracula's castle. And apparently in the original adventure, they actually have a deck of many things that you can find, and we found it, and I used it. I drew I drew 3 cards. First one, he didn't like nothing immediate happened, so we're like we don't know what happened. The second one, I got a wish, and I wished because I'm playing like a lady mage. I was like, I wish to be can't remember his last name, but I was like, I wish to be Lady Strahd. Like I wish to be the wife of Strahd and the Lady of Ravenloft. And I'm like, and so he's like, all right, and he turned me into a vampire. Because Strahd's wife would be a vampire. And then I got the soul imprisonment card immediately after, so my soul got sucked away to another plane of existence, and I became like an automaton. Like immediately after, it was just like, oh. It sounds like the DM wants to give like a better chance of retrieving my character's soul, because I think he likes the idea that I'm now married to Strahd.
It's okay, Jonathan. I'll see you later.
He's added, like, he's like, because afterwards he was like, here's all the shit you get for being a vampire. And it sounds OP as fuck. But he's like, also, but because Strahd sired you, he has full command of you. If he commands you to do a thing, you have to do it. And I was like, really? I'm like, it's a shame I don't have a soul, and therefore autonomy at the moment. So.
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that! Nah, it's my turn!
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Press for details. 500 XP. Be more polite.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Blood quality indicates how much XP you will obtain for a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you get. Mesmerize. I see Mesmerize on the top left here. To drink the blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. Your mesmerize level must be equal or higher to that than the citizen's resistance.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Press A to embrace, or B to release. Embracing will provide a massive XP boost, but beware there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase the experience gained. He's only worth 500 right now, so I'm gonna release him.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
At least not yet. I'm undecided if I want to be like vampire or like try to reject vampire. I thought I was taking him to a hospital.
Did I black out?
Apparently he's fine now. I'm sure I'll see him again.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Question.
I would like to ask a few questions first. What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
He knows me more than I know him.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
I'm just gonna have a quick wander.
Another night with the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if
Is
you
this just
ever
me,
need
or
a
am I
better gun,
way taller
remember,
than
I may have something
everybody?
for you.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm fine, Doc. Physically, at least. But I would give everything to be in a better place right now.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I'll bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Maybe had a rough.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently.
Tall, dark, and handsome?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet
Both
when
dark
I was running.
and pale.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Those require hints.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
That looks like a good gun. I'm sure I need all of these things, I just don't know what for exactly. Maximum ammunition capacity is reached. Any extra bullets will be stored in your stash. Okay. Okay.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
I can learn all about the delicious, delicious penny sacks. Do you think this was standard for hospitals back in the day, or is this just a particularly dirty hospital?
You always knew the words to calm the children.
Makes you appreciate modern,
you, Doctor?
the modern. Oh, this is Dorothy.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Makes you appreciate modern medicine. It's a lot cleaner than it used to be.
I will not let you down, my boy.
My dear children. Sorry I did not write to you before, but it hurts like hell just to write these few words on bloody paper. Don't worry. Daddy will go out to the hospital as soon as the doctors fix his arm. In the meantime, if you need something, go see Mr. Chadwick at the construction site and tell him you are Harvey Fiddick's children. You remember Robert Chadwick? The big guy with a mustache who helped me repair the house doors last spring. Go see him and ask for a few bob. He won't refuse to spare you a few. I'm sorry I can't work anymore right for now, but we'll figure out something as soon as I'm out. Don't worry, everything will be fine as soon as Daddy's arm is strong again. As soon as the doctors have fixed my arm, Well, the Spanish flu. Oh, that's Harvey?
This hospital seems to be falling apart.
I don't think I was paying close enough attention to the name in that letter. Harvey? Where is he? Do I even know Harvey? Have I met him yet? I haven't met him yet. That explains that.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I already, I don't recall what year it's supposed to be in this game.
Reads me like a book.
Oh, that's him right there.
I never could keep anything from her.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
He's otherwise healthy, apparently.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured.
Mm-hmm.
Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
I look dapper as fuck. I'm like really seeing my clothes for the first time. These look great. It's one of the few scenarios where like I would actually wear a tie and like enjoy it. I couldn't pull this off though. There's no way I could pull this off.
You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother, if I may ask?
She died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin raids. We never found her body.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps.
It would be hot to
Helen
wear,
was
but it's in
happy I wasn't
England.
sent
England
to the
is
front.
cold all the
What
time,
happened?
so.
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Ellen didn't bring them with her that night.
Almost maxed him out.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. This shift never as for me. What a blundering idiot.
Yes. I'm gonna take my first break. First break, like only break, probably. I need some water, and I feel like something else to drink. And I'm also gonna restart the stream, so I can lower the encoder a little bit. And hopefully fix my framiness. I forgot to set that. So yeah, be right back.
I'm so tired. Will this shift never end?